back to being lost. Well, not quite lost. I mean, I know I've been here before. An alternate timeline. I will say, since the first or second Untold, because I know it was there in 5, and it's definitely there in the second Untold. I forget if it was there in the first Untold. It probably was. Where you'll hear a voice line from a party member if the inspect prompt comes up, and I've gotten used to listening for that instead of looking for inspect. Part of why I miss shortcuts, aside from them not being marketed at all. I don't know what you're talking about, Mako. The role is called Sobit. Oh hey, Hex Frog. Okay, how much of a threat were these guys? Because keep in mind, I spent a lot more time on the Untold remake as opposed to the original. And this is the original Hex Frog. So my memories, when I'm thinking of the first game, I'm often thinking of Untold instead. I guess let's just try normal attacks. I know the third stratum is beautiful. Oh, and it sounds like you've made it through the second stratum, so welcome to the third stratum, Minko. Since you got legendary titles. Yeah, there are some very dangerous, spooky, scary skeletons there for sure. Oh boy, curse damage. Forget, did they... No, I think they still have curse in 5. Curse is an awful ailment. I know I've ranted about this in the past, I don't know if you remember, and I'll assume you've forgotten if I have told you. As you can guess, the ailments do the same thing between enemies and allies, which I like when games are consistent like that. The problem is the scaling effects, or rather how the scaler works. That's very much tilted in our disadvantage. So the scaler, as it is, I'm thinking like poison damage, where their poison does a lot more damage than ours. And technically there's fear from the first 2 games. It stopped appearing from the 3rd onwards. That one was basically paralysis, but also had some auxiliary effects that were asymmetrical between monsters and allies, because it drained TP if you failed to perform an action. Whereas on enemies, it was really just paralysis, except you had certain skills that only worked on fear. Although I'm getting majorly sidetracked just to explain how curse works. You take half of the damage you deal as backlash damage. That's what curse does, and as I think you can gather by now, the numbers for that are very much not in our favor. Because sure, the enemy takes half damage, half recoil damage from their stuff too, except they do a lot less damage relative to their HP compared to us. So, curse is really bad on us and pretty awful as our own element. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's just the 3 physical. There's 7 attack types. Cut, Stab, Bash, Fire, Ice, Volt, and Almighty. Almighty is untyped damage. Nothing resists it, nothing is weak to it. It's very rare. Only like a couple of classes will really ever get access to it. They tend to be strong skills, although not as strong as hitting the elemental weakness of an enemy. Still, it's there. That's a 7th type. It's not like there's combination elements or anything, so the basic 3 are the only 3. Oh, and how's that Pugilist versus Shield Bearer thing going? It's like, because of how well designed 5's classes are, I can't really just say, oh yeah, no, that'll be a bad idea. The only thing where that's a bad idea is if you want to have like a whole Ghost Army Necromancer alongside a Rover or a turret using Dragoon, at which point they're just competing for slots. It's kind of make that work, but neither of them are really reaching their full potential. Except for the Hound. The Hound always reaches their full potential. Outside of that, it's like literally anything works, so you do you, man. Inspect. Small cracks, small trees before you, some kind of bastard from the side. Fair enough. This is the Dark Souls of Dungeon Crawlers. Okay, good, we don't have healing. I was about to check for that. Yeah, impact is... Oh no, Impact Pugilist is ridiculously strong. As is the Bind Pugilist. Honestly, Pugilist as a whole class is fucking stupid. But yeah, they are 2 different playstyles. You will indeed have to work around using your HP as a resource for the Impact Pugilist. Something I know I wasn't terribly keen on at the start, but good God, their damage output. As you can tell, things are a lot more skill usage based than they are on the first game, where it's a lot of auto-attacking. Okay, there's loot. Yeah, the series Etrian Odyssey was inspired by Wizardry, and Wizardry is definitely a predecessor. Ask the question, are you... because luck plays a major role in bind infliction rates. So are you going to use the bind skills on your Pugilist? Or are you just going to punch things really hard? That too, I think Earthlings are more durable than Therians as well. Interrupted by mapping, you heathenous monsters. There. Oh. Okay. Oh, and also to consider here is, I know... Is it this floor or the next floor? Anyway, we should be unlocking extra classes relatively soon. Just, you know, putting that out there, because you are a Troubadour right now. And you could become a Ronin, but at the same time, you want to be a Ronin after seeing what Troubadour does. Alright, and then Mastered Sword Mastery. Great. Okay, good. I didn't mark where the hole was. Yes. Yes, Ronin is analogous to a mass trial. How they work... Ronins have the highest strength of all classes, the lowest vitality, so they are the squishiest. I think there might be squishier backlines, but they're like on par. But they're a frontline class, dual katanas, which have the highest attack stat of all weapon types. And their whole gimmick is having 3 stances they switch between. An overhead stance that gives them more offense, a clear stance that gives them more defense, and a sheath stance that gives them more evasion. And each stance has its own attack skills. So primarily I just go straight overhead, because someone else is going to be doing the defending and the disabling, so what's the point of defense and evasion? So overhead stance and then just a whole lot of overhead skills. You may learn some other stance skills, because overhead gets a fire cut skill, clear stance gets a light volt stab skill, and sheath gets an ice cut skill. So you do have some access to elemental damage types. I forget if you can mix the stance attacks. Probably can't, but we'll see. Because Ronin is one of those classes they've kind of overhauled a lot over the run it's had, which would be in 1, 2, Untold, and Untold 2. That's the wrong icon. So it's really changed between entries quite a bit. The central theme stays the same, 3 stances, but like quality of life on them is so much improved in 2 Untold. Yeah, basically. In your own experiential terms, yes, do you want to be a master or a shaman? And you've still got time to do it, because keep in mind you can't retire until level 30. You're 2 levels away from 30. Actually, basically 1 level away. But we still have to unlock Ronin first. So you do have time. Although I'd say you probably have at most 1 week. Just given my current progress rate. Oh, it's a red one. Means it should be a slow-ass ant. And... oh, this might be a way forward. But I'll find out in a bit. Where the hell is the pencil icon? Oh, there. Yeah, I think I personally would appreciate that, because I really do like having buffs. But also, if you said Ronin, I'd just make it work. That's part of the deal with the conscription run. You don't really pick what classes you got. Okay, it's probably moving along around here. Oh, that does mean we won't have our own... I guess I could retire into one? That'd be an interesting idea. I will say I would love to have a Hexer. The Hexer Troubadour combo is amazing, but I don't think anybody really wanted to be a Hexer. I think there was one person, but of course you don't have Hexer unlocked yet, so... eh. Oh my god, that's an awful habit to have. I'm sure you're seeing, I'm mapping, like, at the most, like 3 tiles off the map. I'm like, alright, fuck, I gotta map this place. Hexer? Debuffs and disables. I don't think they have... yeah, they do not have an analogous class in 5. That much is for sure. So imagine a class that can debuff every stat, all target, that can apply every ailment, all target, and can apply every bind, single target, with the highest infliction rates. It has a unique ailment that only they have access to, fair, at least on the player's side, and can command afraid enemies to commit suicide. And there's your Hexer. Like Troubadour, they are incredibly skill point starved if you want to have a very versatile Hexer. But if you're gonna make them a one-trick pony, you can definitely do that in a reasonable amount of levels. Hexer pairs very well with Dark Hunter because of Ecstasy, as in the Hexer does the binds and the Dark Hunter just kills them. And also you can combine debuffs with buffs from Troubadour to multiply. Yeah, basically. In the depths of the forest, you see a lone soldier with a forlorn look. As he sees you, he cries out with relief. Must be the sealed adventure that Harada promised would come. The soldier speaks breathlessly as he hands you a parchment. Here, take this. It's the portion of the map I managed to complete. The rest will have to be up to you guys. The soldier continues in a low, conspiratorial voice. Careful, though. Seen something dreadful lurking around the path ahead. You guys be careful, you know, so you should be okay. But be careful, just in case. The soldier quickly flees before you can say another word. With the panicked soldier's map in hand, you continue through the forest. Oh, this guy mapped out a decent chunk. How did I mark that soldier's map? Alright, cool. Technically this could be map 2, but whatever. Well, what the hell's around the corners, though? Yeah, you're periodically sensing a foe somewhere. Oh, it's just... well, it's probably just a big-ass ant, then. Maybe? Maybe. Probably a big-ass ant that's walking in a very specific path. Because it's just a big-ass ant, it's slow, so we can evade it with ease. That still does mean we could get trapped before we know it, though. So even though we are technically okay, good, we got a thread. Left or right? Oh, right's to a gathering point. And we can't gather, but I do want to get that marked. Mining, you say? Yeah, it still feels like we're kind of over-leveled, but I'm fine with that. I know how bullshit this game can be. Oh, that's a pit hole. That is a pit hole if I ever saw one. This is something I really didn't notice on the DS screen, but seeing it here in HD, I actually noticed that is a slightly lighter shade of blue than the other tiles. In fact, you can see it there, it's like darker and lighter, and a little different texture too. So, I can see the pitfalls now. Yeah, no, I'm gonna step on it. Okay, that didn't bring us anywhere new. Part of me wonders if I should actually annotate where the holes drop us from above. But now I'm just like, Part of the reason why is because it's a little bit more cumbersome to switch floor maps now. Yeah, may as well. It's a toilet for ants. Yeah, I really don't need to use skills unless I want to kill them all off in one turn. And we won't need to kill them all off in one turn unless we, have to do things. Unless we're, like, getting chased by a foe. Or under some other kind of time limit. You just noticed that. Alright, peace ballad. I just view it as like canisters on an ammo belt type of deal. Oh, you're just now realizing how many... That's why I kept telling you, troubadours are late bloomers, but my god. My god, they do have a lot of skills. And they all take 10 skill points to master. And guess what? The speed of these skills is absolute trash until you hit level 10 too. Oh boy. Yeah, those troubadours are the most skill point hungry class in the entire series. Yeah, pretty much. And there still is inventory space, but we can just toss out loot. It's not like we need money. It's not like we need new gear. Okay, there is nothing down here. See, even with max speed buffs on the skills, it's still not necessarily first. That we can kind of chalk up to, I think, difference in agility. Yeah, 34 versus 42. But still, kind of shows the point, like, Song's whole deal is to increase the song speed. You're just abbreviating songs. And then bravery, as you get better at it, you're also abbreviating the song. You have chantless singing. It's still too slow. Pitfall? Oh no. Better. In the depths of the forest, you find the oft-encountered Ronin, alone for once. He notices you as well and turns to speak with you. Oh, you've reached the third stratum. From far, what is it you seek? And stares coldly at you, awaiting your answer. You ponder the question. I know my answer, but I can't help but laugh at that option. Because in a way, it's true. Mysteries of Yggdrasil, reason for the labyrinth's existence. Certainly not the only explorer seeking to unravel these enigmas. A faint smile creases the harsh warrior woman's face before she continues. Hear me, then. Etrian was once a small frontier town, in the days before the labyrinth was discovered. Ever since then, it has become a boom town with influx of adventurers. What do you think will happen to Etrian once the mysteries of the labyrinth are solved? Friend's cold stare remained locked into your eyes, as though she is testing you. You'll do what you must, I suppose. Or continue down this road. Friend pauses, producing a weathered scroll from her belongings. Consider where such a road must eventually lead. If after doing so you decide to continue, this secret scroll of Aroni will be of use. Friend hands you the scroll, turns to leave, pauses before she disappears into the foliage. Road you walk and mine. We'll meet again. Till then, take care. With that, she is gone. You give her words thought as you return to your investigation. And with that, we have unlocked the running class. So, Manko, looks like you have to choose as soon as we get back to town. I think, are you still 29? You are still 29. Alright, you are 29 and a half. Once you're of age, you can finally choose to retire. Scroll passed down among Ronin. Take this to the Explorers Guild to begin registering Ronin. Yep. Means I could also retire into a Ronin, and I'm genuinely considering that. Just that I know Ronin should have higher attack power than a Land Snatch, but Land Snatch is a lot more durable. Every corner, you say? I've traversed every corner of this floor and created an excellent map. Brother Hull will be quite pleased to see your handiwork. If you're done mapping V12F as well, then return to the Rada and show them the results. Not, then continue to the next floor and complete the second half of your task. Yeah, that's also true. I think it was in 2 Untold they changed him to like a special buff. It has its own special slot that's not a buff slot. Two people attack before many cooking has bravery. That's just how troubadours are at this stage in the series. The very first entry. Fucking slow as fuck on the buffs. The encounter rate, on the other hand, is very fast. The closest thing in EO5-2 stances is Miasma armor, but they aren't the same thing. Stances were just cumbersome to do. So in 1, the stance skills are buffs that you cast on yourself, so you spend a turn to cast a buff, which then lets you use your other skills of that stance. Just like, what the fuck, man? And then, I think it was in 2, but I changed it to where you don't cast a buff skill, or actually I think you can cast a buff skill, but you also have attack skills you can use from stance lists that also put you in the stance. So, like, you can just attack instead of having to waste your turn. It's like a foe right behind the goddamn door. I'm gonna save before I go open that door, because, like, seriously. I want to know what's behind there, but at the same time, I don't want to fight something we can't win against. Actually, do I retire into running at this point? It's because I know how retirement works, and the longer we wait off on it, the better the benefits. Oh, we have unused skill points. Well, immunizes max, refresh is good to go, so I guess... either we gun for revive, or restart building up for Caduceus. So retirement is once level 30, you can retire. And you leave the guild. Don't worry, all your gear does not leave with you. You still get to keep that stuff. It gets unequipped, put in inventory. Or into storage, I guess, if you don't have inventory space. And then a new adventurer comes in, fresh recruit, who starts off at not level 1, or maybe level 1, it depends on what level the retiree is. Basically, your old guy retired, trained an apprentice in the span of 1 minute, and now that apprentice has inherited their knowledge and experience. Which is a fancy way of saying they start off at a higher level with more skill points and more stats than their level would otherwise indicate. And a rough way to say, like, you have an adventurer that starts off not at level 1, but level 30, but has the stats of level 40, including the skill points of level 40. So, your retired adventurer will just be stronger than an adventurer of the same level. But the bonus stats and skill points they get, and their bonus starting level, is determined by the retired adventurer. So the higher their level, the better their retirement stats. And it's just level. So you can't just keep stacking retirement by getting them to max level, then retire, then to max level and retire. I tried doing that the first time. Just not... in 3, the first game I played, I tried doing that. I did like 4 generations of adventurers. It's just based on level, does not stack. You just get to max level once, retire them, get these new guys max level, they are the strongest you'll ever get. So by retiring, I can remember Ronin with better stats than a fresh off the streets Ronin, because I'd have trained myself in the ways of the katana, which I do not know. But I'd have even better starting stats if I retired at a later level. It's also the question of what do I even start off at if I retire right now, because I don't actually know. Because I know it's level based, I've only ever retired from max level. So I don't know what the scaling is. So if I retire level 38 or 39, I don't know what level I'm going to get. I don't know what bonus stats I'm going to get. But actually, I probably should, since we have other land snatches in the guild. And then I can just be like, alright, I'm just not in the party anymore if it turns out Ronin doesn't really fit. Doesn't mean I have to grind up the other land snatch, though. Oh hey, you can retire now. Although we have Peace Bout level 6 already, and Bravery level 10, and Songs level 10, and Erasure level 1, so I don't think I'd really want you to. I already invested a lot. Oh, but if we get tied to this foe, I guess we'll have to get that next level again. Here's a blood ant. There actually was some kind of asshole foe placement there. Yeah, pretty much. The exact text is that the new adventurer is an apprentice of the retired adventurer. Of course, if you're the apprentice to some very strong adventurer, you wouldn't be as weak as the common rabble on the street. Okay, let's pop in a cleaver. I don't know what I should be binding here, so I'll just go with head. Drawing this joke like Wimp Low. Should be weak to ice. Well, it depends on the level of the retiree. Oh fuck, they summon allies. Oh, it's almost dead. Oh. Oh, hello. Expecting that. So the apprentice adventurer can start off as, yeah, basically that. Oh, if it's half, then I know how much I want to retire at level 40 then, just so I can get level 20. If I do it right now, I get a level 19. If I do it in one level, I'd still get a 19. That's assuming it's half. I know the cap is 30. You will not start higher than 30. Oh. Yeah, that was totally overkill. I forget what the stat conversion is either. So I guess, just as an example, I don't know the exact conversion rate, but if you retire level 30, you then get level 15 that has the stats of a level 17. Yeah, when I hit level 40, I'll retire. Now we'll just do things as they come. In fact, how is our loot? 53. Head back down. You get up to 10 extra skill points for your level. And extra bonus stats. Yeah, let's just master Gag at this point. Okay, what do we get? Bar, gem staff, gum whip, stubbed vest, fancy coat, gum helm. Oh, one more elastic for Shamshir. That 57 strength plus 5 and just a 55. Yeah, I mean, not as strong as a... It's not quite as strong yet. I know they do have higher attack power though in general. Alright, Gemstab versus Bone Flail. Man, not too big of an HP loss. Okay, stud vest, fancy coat. Agi plus 4 though versus Vit plus 3. So I'll give Fluff the fancy coat because Vit plus 3 on the front line is going to be helpful. Stud versus Iron Plate. Iron Plate is F plus 12, HP plus 9. Meh. Yeah, we'll sort Medic 4, 2. Nothing, Nectar 2. And right 3 then. Did have a skill point for Fluff. Right, I don't think I had... Right, so attack up. Means we're finally on the path for Caduceus without knowing Revive. That is our sacrifice. And at the edge of the continent, there are those who practice ancient martial art. They're called Ronin. Their katana skills can beat out even our most experienced warriors. I don't know where you got it, but with that old scroll you can register Ronin now. Go ahead, try it. New class Ronin can now be created. Oh hey, there's an achievement for that. Anyway, since I just saved, time to start lifting. Since I just saved, I'll demonstrate retirement then. Plus I'll get to see what the hell the stats are. After I retired, an apprentice stepped in. The new recruit is named. Well, first pick off a class. And... the second in a long line of Darics. And let's go with Dragon Fluff. There's Mako. And where the hell's Alyssa? So see, I've started off actually level 1, huh? Interesting. And I have 5 skill points instead of 3. I've got 2 extra skill points. And yeah, here's everything we've got. We have a self-healing skill, which, we have a medic. Security... I think this is our stanceless attack. Yeah, as I'm saying, I don't remember the scaling effects here for retirement. Overhead, say again, and EI, which are definitely translate differently in other games. Overhead stance, clear stance, and sheath stance. Oh right, chance to insta-kill. That's right. So I have to be in the EI stance to use these 3 skills. Which is chance to insta-kill, stab first, ask questions later, and ice cut. I know, right? Normally you'd go with overhead, because I honestly don't... Is Kubiuchi that busted in the first game? I know insta-kill skills tend to have a very low chance of success because they're instant kills. But did they forget to do that in the first game? Oh well, I'll wait for the answers for that. Sagon stance, which... Yeah, it says increases attack and defense, but it focuses defense more than attack. Golem's not immune to instant death? Maybe worth investing in. Anyway, we've got electric, should be the volt stab. At least it was in later games, might just be volt cut here. Get an armbind, but why would you armbind with a Ronin? I guess if you just want to have the option. Then there's deflect an enemy attack with this, which is very defensive. Very, very defensive. We know a big hit's coming. Oh, fucking what? Wow. That's a bullshit conditional. And with overhead, we just have Zomba, which is just a straightforward cut. And then we have repeated cuts. Then we have a fire cut. And Mirareba, which I think would... in later entries is translated to swallow cut. Yeah, this one... This is what we use to kill bosses, because it's just a 3-hit attack that does a lot of damage. Because it's easy. It does a lot of damage. And you get the stance that buffs attack the most. Even though it buffs both offense and defense, Overhead's offense and Sagon is defense. I still can't help but feel I'm mispronouncing that a little bit. Sagon. Yeah, no, that just sounds like a name. Yeah, technically we have elemental attacks here. Not all the elements. So on Alchemist we want to use all the elements in a convenient fashion, but we're not totally non-elemental. Oh, and they also get crit up, which is worthless. I know, in most games you'd think critical chance and critical damage is like amazing, except skills can't crit. This is only normal attacks. And when you know your skill can do 20 times the damage of your normal attack, doing 1.5 times normal attack damage isn't very appealing. But at the same time, this is the first game, you see how much we just normal attack shit, so... Still want attack up, though. And no def up. Just HP up and attack up, huh? And Katana Mastery. Yeah. Anywho. I'm gonna go undo that. There we go. Back to being a land snitch. Shift opens into Warcry, and then I realized the buff slot problem. Because we're gonna have immunized Bravery and Peace Ballad, so there's no space for Warcry. Just actually a count against Ronin, because we gotta use a buff slot. Oh no. Well, I know where we're going next, on this floor at least. Yeah, let's see if I can get to that spot before it can. Yeah, we can. All doors. I think they're all doors. Doors into Pitfalls, I assume. Nope, nothing here. Okay, time to open door number 1. Oh, hi, Manko. You missed the retirement. Okay, let's see. This one... Draw that wall. Yeah, that lines up. Of no one, because it was undone. Are you protecting something, perhaps? I wonder. Yeah, no, it's not hostile, so it's definitely here to protect something. Let's leave it alone for a while. Now, and also just go here and there. My guess is it's going to be like that, which means it's going to be here, there, and interesting placement for a shortcut, but okay. Oh, yeah, that really isn't worth it. I mean, it's better than nothing, but god damn, that's kind of close to nothing. Okay, shortcut unlocked. We will save the fact that it is unlocked. My question right now is, after Caduceus, I guess A, do I invest into HP up, because you are on the front line with low vitality? And B, what healing skills to invest in next? Because we will want Revive, we will want Unbind. We will want an area heal, and probably a single target heal, but like, what do we even have points for? We already have Salve, so I could get that. Or I guess we could go for Salve 2, but that requires getting Cure 2. I mean, there's CPR as well. By the way, I did not know CPR was a preventative measure for death. Well, that's what they called it. Yeah, that's kind of fair too. No, just use that. Don't tell me Theriaca A's are party-wide. Does not say if it's single or multi-target. Okay. Yeah, this thing's basically dead. Yeah, my god, Immunize is good. We're doing almost 100 damage to 57 defense and 36 fit. Also 36 fit and 51 defense, but it went from like almost 100 down to like a fifth. So I mean, that is 80 or 9. How much damage reduction was it? Can't be higher than 90% though. Yeah, no, items can totally be worth it, but they are expensive. You gotta know how to manage your resources. After falling through the pit on the floor above, you sense something ferocious about you. Prints in the mud and bite marks in the trees indicate that this floor is an ant's nest. Exercise great caution as you venture forth. Likely that many ants will appear to stymie your passage through this floor. Okay. I mean, we haven't tried fighting the big red ants, but I somehow don't think they're going to be too big of a problem either. Oh, hi there, you stupid spawning faux fuck. God damn it. Game. Like, it's whatever at this point. Just a goddamn blood ant. You know, it does a lot of damage, and then it just went down to like 22 once Immunize kicked in, so that's pretty impressive. $12. Who said vaccines were bad for you? Yum helm. Well, you'd have a pugilist with slightly better stats than what a normal pugilist would have. Might start off level 20 too. Robot to say. Warped. That would be it. That would be something. You know, I don't think survivalists have act first in the first game. Oh. Okay. Oh. What's up with you? Well, we're currently stuck between a foe and a foe place. Not anymore. Alright, cool. We can check out Dustin's skill tree later then. Oh, they're drawn to the smell of blood. Well. Oh, they are blood ants. This is true, they are blood ants. Oh no, whatever will we do? Alright, how much GP is Peace Valley gonna restore? Oh. 3s and 2s. Why the fuck is it infinite duration, though? Oh, there's more blood ants. There's more blood ants. Oh no. And next turn we gotta use Immunize. Yeah, you really have nothing left to do once the buffs are in place. Huh. 13 from like 85. Yeah. Immunize is worth it. Oh, do they just spawn infinitely? I think they spawn infinitely. They just might be spawning infinitely. How the fuck is that a blindside? That's for sure. It's one of those little bullshit things in this game that just happens. Like, what? I face you from the front and yet you ambush me? How dare you? Also, this is indeed, yeah, this is something. How's the map looking? Yeah, no, the actual way forward might be just to charge through the ants, which is awful. But we have proven that we can kill them off in one turn. We just need to use everything at our disposal. And then it just spawns again. You'd be getting no XP if this were EO2. Also, Alyssa's got like 2 casts left to be won. Ah, 1 cast. Okay, we done now? Yes. Yes, Mango. That includes their own skills. This ant's nest is bullshit. Yeah, pretty much. The question is, how far away can these ants smell blood? This is probably not the random encounter I'm looking for. Because, yeah, they're aggroed. Let's just invest and freeze all the way now. I know the enemies here are weak to ice. Oh, engage it from the front and we get a preemptive. Yep, last spell, but Peace Ballad is maybe going to save us. Oh, that's just what a level 5 freeze does. Good God. Okay, now we just, what do we do? Mist Crusher. Yeah, let's take out that one. I guess cast Immunize. Peace Ballad. And let's hope our TP gets up to full. Yeah, no, Fluff is actually losing TP from this. Okay. Oh, okay. Triangle means resistant, circle means weak too. X means immune! Or rather, double circle is weak too, single circle is normal. My word, this is so much E. Okay. Peace Ballad really is infinite. They weren't joking about that. Puff's last 5 turns at the most in other games, and like all durations cap out at like 9 turns. But oh my god, infinity is just... Infinity is a laugh. Okay, I think Fluff is almost full TP. There we go, Fluff is full TP. Now Fluff is no longer full TP, but close enough. Just singing Why Can't We Be Friends to the ants. It does actually give credence to using shelter or stamina as well, because then we can Peace Ballad for longer without having... We're actually just healing. Yeah, just get healing and Peace Ballad going, and then we're freaking fine. Defend every turn, all the turn. So yeah, we'll go for healing after Peace Ballad. That'll be great. Oh, hey, it's that shortcut. Okay. No thank you. No thank you. I don't want to walk onwards just quite yet. I have a feeling I know what the hell's behind there. Or it could literally just be a shortcut. I don't fucking know. I don't know for sure, but Untold has told me that's a bad idea. Oh, fucking wonderful. That goddamn ant's nest. Oh, this was nice-ish. A relatively short path where we were. Yeah, I want to know what the hell was in that little alcove I missed in the first infinite ant spawning room. Whatever. Favor. I guess gag at this point. Attack it. Freeze it. Bravery. I don't think we need to boost. Yeah, no boost necessary. For drawn-out conflicts, immunize would be necessary. However, if we use immunize, we're actually just short of what we need. Why is it another foe? Wait a minute. Perchance, is this the egg spawner? Yay, for everyone first. That means all of the other 3 attacks will be super strong. Ooh, yes. Oh, it's almost dead. Oh. And they all die. Okay. Even has Savant. Even has ant in the name. Yeah, if I bump up refresh, we get it faster, but I don't know how useful that'll be. Alright, so we were supposed to find the thing we need to kill and go kill it, but instead I just brute forced my way through the ants. I will say there do exist puzzles that require you to actually work around the foe, but there are also puzzles that are just like, well, just brute force through them. Back here, I'm gonna brute force through this one. I'm going to assume, because it's not moving, that's the serve ant. And we're gonna go kill it. Oh, don't worry, we are gonna go kill it. Oh, it actually has a decent chunk of HP left. Let's see how much... Yeah, no, just got to auto battle it a couple of turns. With that, all the fucking ants are gone. Now, because the Fog of War is so dang narrow in this game, I've already explained, it's literally just a one tile adjacent to us is all the Fog of War reveal we get for foe movements. I'm gonna have to walk this entire nest just to make sure we can actually see foes in the future as they spawn and where they go. Now then, normally, we would want to have melee damage types that they're weak against, but the classes and their weapon types and skills are so restrictive in the first game, we just have to brute force everything with cut damage. Yep. As you reach an area after pushing through an opening in the sea of trees, the faraway sound of a horde of insects reaches your ears. Straining your eyes to see where the noise is coming from, you see a gigantic ant. You notice with alarm that you have trespassed into the ant's forest nest. You gotta proceed, battle with the devilish ants will be inevitable. Good, it's two-way. It's a two-way street. Two-way, oh no. Oh, they do go this far in. Oh, neat. They don't aggro this close, though, to be in their nest, huh? This one's more complex. So the servant is like right there, though. Interestingly. Are there multiple servants? I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, let's do Cleaver, Gag, Immunize, Freeze, Bravery. And a second round of Cleaver and Gag and everybody else just attack, because, like, Alyssa uses too much TP on spells. just going to assume the nest traveled down this far. I don't actually know for sure since I just beelined it for the servant. Oh wait, it's over here. Of course it's loot. Why wouldn't it be loot? But is it good loot? Read it too. That's decent. Well, I mean, binding is basically you breaking their limbs, so yeah, of course it's broken. Their bones are broken. Or rather, given the rate of recovery, it's more like you've dislocated a joint. Oh hey, I went to that school. Alright, what do we get now? Shamshear, self bow, loot, and new medicines in stock too. I'm gonna stick with Viking. Shamshear is like 1 point more attack. It's actually 6 more points of attack, but Viking gives me strength plus 5 and Vit plus 2. Alright, well, not the pub. Oh, that's right. Didn't save the fact that I gave him the scroll yet. Alright, Desmond. What's your skills? Chance of acting first in turn order, regardless of speed. It's a passive. Further enemies actually at the base of footwork. It's active. Motivate the entire party to sprint, increasing their speed. I mean, I guess you could use Quicken then. Well, doesn't need. Oh, first turn. Does exist. So leaves the question of what the hell does a survivalist do afterwards, though? So it'd be a land snatch, medic, alchemist, survivalist, troubadour. I know that could work because of immunize, but it still doesn't feel right. You know, first turn requires a fair bit. 8 skill points. I mean, if we had a second survivalist, then I guess. Because Decim is on the gathering route. I mean, we will have skill points afterwards, but like, yeah, probably have to be pretty high level to be able to use the full rotation well enough. Oh, there's a Brabant too, what the fuck? Well, Brabant takes up a pub slot, so no thank you. Yeah, I'll buy... Yeah, not Emerita 2. Where is it? I get maybe an actor? Daric A, there you go. This is the first boss I've actually like prepared some items for, and it's just generic medicinal supplies too. So I should get her asses a warding bell. Yeah, let's use one more charm. Let's see how much. 60 turn. Oh my god. So short. And it's not terribly effective either. Okay. Ah, okay. I'm to mark some things then. Hey, why is there a shortcut over here then? That's interesting. Gonna gung-ho it though. Oh, we get a preemptive. Oh. Royal Ant. No doubt it's weak to ice. Yeah, this thing's rather resistant, I'll say that much. Oh, we are about to get a couple more foes. Okay. Let's extend immunize. And... yeah, no, Mango, you have nothing left to do. You have cast your buffs. Oh, there's a headbind. Oh, it doesn't extend, it just resets. Ugh. So in later games, as early as 3, I don't know if it was there on 2, but if you have, say, a 4-turn buff, and then you cast a 4-turn buff twice in a row, you now have an 8-turn buff. But here, you have a 4-turn buff, and then you cast a 4-turn buff again, you still have a 4-turn buff. Okay. Ah, fuck, Duster. Actually, let's use Cucutus. You know, the early titles really did not have great formula behind the scenes. Alright, what we hit? Because I don't think anything missed the last turn. But who knows, because Duster does reduce accuracy. There's a miss. There's a hit. This is just removal. This is blind. I didn't do much. It was level 1, though. Yeah, Duster accuracy down. Oh, it's still fully bound. Alright, S to C is a go. We didn't really need all the items I prepared. I mean, this is as much of a bastard of a boss as I thought it would be, but we are just that much overleveled. That's enough acid. Now that's a lot of XP. So let me get this straight, game. Once that big-ass clean ant respawns, we're gonna have to fight it again to get to these stairs. Because you put the shortcut before the boss. Let's look at this cluster of shortcuts. Fuck. Oh hey, Alyssa can learn... Do I really want to learn Freeze? Let's learn Thunder. Let's get Thunder to 5. I feel like Thunder's the next one we need. Yeah, it is just early, you know, things. The very first Etrian Odyssey. It has its rough edges. Many, many rough edges. Still an enjoyable dungeon crawler, but you gotta like dungeon crawlers to begin with. It wasn't until, say, 3 that you could really start coming in and not know what a dungeon crawler is and still like it. know how I feel about 2. I think 2 was very colorful and fun in its own right, but it also made some bad decisions, and it also didn't sand enough of the raw veggies down from the first game. Got some of them, but not enough. Okay, now I need to make space in our rucksack, so... This castle has a really good soundtrack, though. Yeah, this is the amount of supplies I'd normally bring until I started to get real cocky at the game, then I just cut things down by an amount each. You know what? We don't really have nectars, but we don't need somas. I don't actually remember that. That might have been post-game. I never really got to post-game in the first two, because remember, the first, I got 1 and 2 at the same time. So I got to the credits in 1, and was like, alright, I'll leave the post-game for later, I want to play 2 now. And I played through 2, and I could not get past the fucking golem. Because my whole party was like physical damage, and all I had for elemental damage was a land snatch with some chase skills. I'm like, god damn it, can't cut through this thing. Tiger fur, slick tiger skin used as an insole for armors. Tiger fang, steel tiger fang used to make sharp blades. Steel bone, small ant bone containing steel. Glass eye, glassy frog's eye. Elastic, skin elastic enough to absorb strong impacts. Bone shard, sharpened ant bone that contains steel. Gum throat can stretch to 10 times its original size. Ant honey, cluster of honey stored in ants' abdomens. Rock coral can be brewed to form medicine. Bird limb, the limb of an ancient bird. Sharp horn, Canunosis horn, it has magnetic properties. Death claw, queen ant's claw, curved into a sharp blade-like hook. Great tusk, large elephant tusk broken at the root. Madworm, long, thin earthworm that lives under the soil. Its mucus-covered skin reflects attacks. They say that, but it doesn't really seem like it. I mean, I see it's resistant to bash damage, but like cut and stab? It's weak. God ant. A large ant with lethal mandibles that never strays far from its queen in the forest. And true enough. Tree frog, a large frog native to the forest. Adventurers with any experience should have no problems. Death ant, an ant capable of firing a mucus-like liquid at its prey. Exercise due caution. It just reduces speed, not a huge deal. Speed is very rarely a critical factor in fights. I can't say never. There are times where speed is a factor, whether you live or die. But the overwhelming majority of encounters, speed is a stat you can ignore. Or rather, it's a buff and debuff you can ignore, because really what matters is the relative turn order, rather relative action order, rather than the overall speed. X-Frog, a dangerous nuisance of a black frog whose croak affects the human nervous system. Serve Ant, the evolved God Ant. If not defeated quickly, it will continue to call its brethren. Blood Ant, the evolved Death Ant, has similar abilities, but its strength is vastly enhanced. Not by enough. Royal Ant, tremendous ant queen of the Azure Rainforest, attended by giant guardian ants. That's all the new entries. Ithragild, I knew I could count on you. Thank you for your hard work. Honored of late the reason for the labyrinth's existence, mysterious creatures and that bizarre structure that seems to have no bottom. I suppose the labyrinth formed naturally. I'd hope to think there's a secret behind it. Personally, I believe the secret, whatever it may be, would greatly benefit Etria. However, the chieftain, he takes a different view. He's a man of few words, but he was unequivocal in stating the mystery is best left alone. Why would he be so set against investigation of the forest past this point? But I forget myself, I shouldn't speak to you of such things. Thoughts like these are best kept private. In any event, your maps will be a boon into our research of the third stratum. I'd like to present this to you as a token of our appreciation. While you're here, there's something else I wanted to bring up. The soldiers we sent to collect data on the layout for the third stratum. They reported seeing an unknown life form deep within the labyrinth. A race of creatures that look almost human, yet are distinct from us in a variety of ways. If they speak true, it would be one of the greatest discoveries we have yet made. I ask that you proceed even deeper into the forest and investigate the matter. Water. If I have any water left here. And I do. You accept, then? Very good. Now then, let me give you the details. As I mentioned earlier, there's a strange creature in the third stratum we are unable to reach. They seem to be a humanoid life form native to the forest. We may need to deal with them. For now, we're discussing how to best handle them with the chieftain. In the meantime, we want you to investigate the life form and report back with details. But beware, for there's no knowing if the life form will be friend or foe to humans. Finally advancing. Solid progress. 2 floors and 1, oh, 4.5-ish. Yeah, most of 1 floor. Soldier's wash basin. Oh, hey! There's a spring over here. Alright, we're gonna have a little bit of difficulties with mapping on this floor. And if Untold was faithful to the original, I don't quite remember the original, then the next floor is going to be even more of a bother to map. Because now we have rivers, which we can't cross, but aren't walls. So I'm just gonna make him red for now. That'll help with annotation. Oh wait, are you encountering panic for the first time? Oh wait, you probably are. I don't wall off water, and I'm going to erase these tiles when we're done. But for now, I'm just gonna color them in. Alright, status effects. I can't really show you status effects without look. Yeah, I can't access it from the menu, huh? Only in battle. Oddly enough. Panic, formerly translated as confusion, causes the entity to attack friend and foe alike with normal attacks. They have no control, they will not use skills, they just attack. At a 50-50 shot, they'll hit the enemy or the ally. Maybe you ignore it, maybe you don't. Oh, it's a bear. Let's see how strong a bear is. It's an ailment, for sure. If you're using it on monsters, it is an ailment. It'll stop bosses from using their big-ass skills that are very annoying to do. Yeah, this thing seems like a bit of an issue. Mild issue. Correction there. Yeah, pretty much. In the depths of the forest, you suddenly catch a glimpse of someone's shadow. From its place in nearby brush, it closely watches your every move. Who would be here this deep in the labyrinth? Ren and Tlashka, perhaps? They are usually more direct, never hiding themselves in shadow like this. You mentally debate over whether to approach the shadow or pay it no heed. Halt! Who goes there? Take a tenuous step toward the shadow, but it instantly withdraws into the trees. Resolve to keep an eye out for the unknown shadow from now on in your travels. Oh joy. Ugh. Where is this? I still prefer the term confusion, but alright. I went with panic. Panic it is. Alright, there's a good chunk of the whole space there. I just have to do the other side. More new enemies. Neat. Use some Volt powers then. Hey, so that's probably a door there then. Medica 30? Why, thank you. Alright, let's check if this spring is exactly how I think it is. Yep, tiny ass room. Oh, there's a shortcut here then. Shortcut and free in privileges. That's great. There's your skill point from Manko. 1 point away from maxing out Peace Ballad. Then we're going to look into healing, and at that point I'm going to have to decide which buff we're going to drop, because we got Peace Ballad, Immunize, and Bravery, and I don't think I'm really going to want to drop anything. Well, what can we invest in that's not a buff? Erasure. Stalker, return, TP up. HP up, I guess. Divinity, maybe. Really just Erasure. Alright, that's that. Now it's time to actually continue exploring. Oh hey, there's Fear. Oh, no shortcuts. I'm just gonna take out the bat, assuming it's the most harmful entity in the encounters here. Oh, no, it's just monsters. Okay. Okay, still spawning foes, I see. Actually, now that I think about it, there should be like... Okay, there's like one gathering point. Two, actually. Two gathering points. Should bring Decim in here and check out what the hell those gathering points are about. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get some better gear. Or at least we'll get a good chunk of change, though. Okay, what are you... Oh, Claymore. Nice. Executor. Executor. But yeah, let's... yeah, Mako. Fluff. Would I bring myself? I don't know. Let's, I feel like the party is pretty much locked in, and I'm just swapping out more people. Which also, in a way, does defeat the conscription run concept of having a lot of different people. Oh well. Guess I just... maybe do it for 2. Maybe. Yeah, no, I feel like it's just too much effort to level up people at this point. Except for Decim, I guess. And how far ahead? Okay, Fluff is pretty much right on my tail as far as leveling goes. Alright, I have replaced myself with Decim. Let's see how this goes. This is the wrong floor. Great start. Yeah, you are the only troubadour. Which is why I'm glad you're staying as a troubadour, because if you change, we wouldn't have one. But we would have a Ronin. But I could just redo myself into a Ronin. We have a lot of medics, a couple of alchemists, a lot of land snatches, and a few protectors. We don't have much of the utilitarian classes, that's for sure. Yeah, that would be neat, but that would... you definitely need to implement some kind of XP, some way to either you don't implement levels, or you have XP share. Yeah, can you imagine a proper party without a buffer? Ugh. I mean, early to mid game that works, but like late game, holy fuck. Buffs are so much. Also, this party's working out better than I thought it would. Alright. Oh, that's just rock coral and crab leg. Are we, I guess we can go in the other spot. It's gonna be a long-ass walk, though. We can stop by town on the way, actually. Yeah, no, I think you're hitting weaknesses there, mate. But that, too. Also, you're seeing why, a curse is going to be such an issue. Because if you're dealing 1,000 damage per fireball, and they don't die, taking 500 back. Oh yeah, Earthplanes have notoriously low TP pools. I think they're... I don't know which race is lower, Earthlane or Therian, but Therian might actually be higher TP. Now, the class does modify it a little bit, but it is mostly the racial stats that determine what they do. Mostly racial stats. It does form the base, and then the class modifies on top of it. Yep, that's why we stop at either level 1, level 4, level 5, level 9, or level 10. Because you got those TP spikes at level 5 and 10. That aren't there in the first game, because it's the first game, and it has many, 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 many rough edges. Yeah, that is still a massive amount of TP even for a high-level Therian. They do not get that much TP in their pools. And if you have a Hound and a Hawk, you get 150 TP at the start of every expedition. Yeah, there is that. Corundum! Finally. Crab leg. I'm glad we got Corundum, but it still feels like a low drop rate. It's not even the rare! With that, I'd say our gathering is done, at least for today. Did we get anything new at all? Blue ring. What the hell's a blue ring do? Ice resist. I don't know when we'll need that. Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten anything new. Okay, on to the 13th floor. it really does feel like the end of the stream. There's 15 minutes left, by the way. 15 minutes. Hey, no break this time either. I think that's because I wasn't in the second stratum. That place is... The third stratum, not too bad, but in Untold they made it way worse. Way worse than Untold. Like, sure, it looks pretty, even in Untold, but... It made all the enemies have stupidly high defense and resistances. Just to make every battle a slog. And have an high counter rate, too. It's not like that in the first game, as you're seeing. It's just kind of like, yeah, we fight the things, and the things get fought, and then that happens, and then they're done. And we're done. Things are over. Things have been thinged, that's for sure. Oh, they're weak to all the elements. I'm sorry, they're how durable? How durable? Yeah, no, as you can tell, this is the first game in the series, and 5 is the last mainline entry in the series. Second to last ever really released. The last one was Nexus, but I wouldn't recommend playing Nexus until you've, like, really played through most, if not all, the games. I think I've mentioned it before, Nexus is basically a best hits album. That was a send-off to the 3DS. So it wasn't really aimed at newcomers, even though I think they would have liked it to be. It's also stupidly long, even for an Etrian Odyssey. Yeah, it kinda is. Kinda. Like, I thought Untold was a slog because of the encounter balancing and the class design. Because you can tell the classes aren't too interesting here in the first game, and they kinda had to stick with the core themes while trying to work with that, and don't have good base material on top of them not balancing everything around the story party and not the classic roster, and it's just I could really go on another tirade about it, so I'll try to hold back on that. But Nexus has much better class design and map design and stuff. It's just there's a fucking lot of it. It's a fucking lot. Let me put it this way, or rather give you an idea about how much larger Nexus is. They increased the level cap by 40%. Well, actually 30%. Oh. Crap, what am I counting from, though? Because there's multiple level caps in all the games. Sorry, I guess this is a bit of a spoiler, then. Well, the level cap is 70, but it's actually 99. But you have to earn the 99 cap. But in Nexus, it's 99, and you have to earn the 130 cap. How many floors even is it? The dungeons are a bit split up. like they are in 4. So I'm not sure how... It's not like one contiguous labyrinth. Almost is. So how many floors even is it? Wouldn't be surprised if it's like a 54 labyrinth though in Nexus, which is... It would definitely feel like it. Yeah, 50 floors. My guess right now. They just added a lot more to Nexus. A lot. It's not bad, it's just... It's so long. It kind of overstays its welcome. And Peace Ballad mastered. In that regard, since you've played through 5, you can probably go play whatever you want afterwards. Maybe 4 if you don't feel like you're that confident in your skills. Yeah, that was also a bit of a thing. Alright, explain that to Mako, because you know you're out of the loop. So for Nexus, especially because it was a send-off, they had a survey of like, what's all your favorite classes? That's what the class roster will be for Nexus. And they only released the survey in Japan, so they only got Japan player base's opinion on what their favorite classes are. And of course, they picked all the damage-dealing classes. So it's like, fuck, this is not a balanced roster either. This is very offensively oriented. Also a little miffed that they didn't give the survey internationally. That's just kind of a staple of Japanese companies. They don't really care too much about the international scene, even if that's the majority of their profits. Which, honestly, good on them for that. Kinda hate what capitalism does to literally everything. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I put that too close on the map. Yeah, kind of. I mean, it still is as much about strategy as any other game, but, like, you have far fewer defensive options and elemental options as well. And oh my god, it's a dragonfly. Oh my god, it's a blue worm. Oh no. I have bad memories of both of these things. Arms! Go for the arms! And kill it with fire! And she's probably weak to Volt, but the worm might be weak to fire. Okay, we overkilled. We overkilled. That's fine. It's fine. It means we can't really keep doing that. So we'll burn all our TP, but hey. We don't get to see what they do. And that's good in my book. It's good. Also, I don't know where all the foes are spawning here. Alright, so it's more blatant in the Untold remake, just because they have more graphical horsepower in the 3DS. But the thing here with the foes is that they're actually like giant crabs in the rivers. And they only are drawn to the scent of blood or sound of battle. But here, they can't really render on them underwater. So they just kind of spawn them while you're in a fight, so you gotta watch the map. But our fights are all like one turn, so I have no idea where they spawn except for that one. this does. This might be our first status whip, too. No, it's just stronger. Okay. Long whip tipped with crab legs that twine around its target. I know you're a long ways off from beating 5, and I probably shouldn't mention which game to play next, because you are a long ways from done. And I wouldn't want what happened to me with 1 to happen to you as well, where I knew like, oh yeah, there's more games to play, I should just put this down here so I can start the next one, instead of 100%ing it. No, you stop playing 5 when you want to. I'll think about recommendations for next time later. What I will say, though, is be prepared for having less quality of life, because you are on the latest entry. As one thing that would universally improve through every game in the series is they got better quality of life. You got better mapping tools, better map design, better combat encounters, really, better class design for the most part. Oh, so he did retire, and they did come out level 20, and yeah, now you know what retirement does. Oh, there's the thing. Took multiple turns. And now it's not spawned there anymore. Okay. Three minutes left. I don't know how far we're gonna get before. What I have to debate is whether I quick save in the labyrinth or I just go back to town. Oh boy, it's these things again. Because that's weak to cut, that's weak to volt. HP isn't that high though. Interesting. Well. Yeah, again, I feel like we're doing overkill, and I'm kind of fine with that. Yeah, I'm glad I colored that stuff in, even if I have to erase it afterwards. That's just me tracking what I've seen and where I've been easier. Yep, and it's about time we call it, too. All the skill points are there. Oh, also Mako, don't forget you have auto pathing. you have the arrow stuff. You can just make loops. Loops that you can safely auto-battle on. Aside from that, though, I think I'll call it here. Do a quick save. Actually, not quite. That's not. There we go. Yeah, there's three things I use auto-pathing for. Shortest route from stair to stair. Route through gathering points. Ideally from stair to stair as well. And grinding circuits. Grinding circuits obviously get used the most, but second comes the gathering spots. You see me just manually navigate from stair to stair instead of using the paths most of the time. I set them up. Anywho. Made a quick save. I'm just gonna do the quick save. So that'll be it for this week. See you guys next week. Thank you for watching, and fare thee well.